Hello, beautiful people. This is my view from my window in London. Hi, it's been a while. Lots have happened. Nothing has happened. There's been a lot of mind shifts. She says and touches her heart. There's been a lot of shifts. There's so many things that's been coming up for me these past couple of days that I've been wanting to talk about, and I haven't. The perfectionist in me is like, is it good enough? Is this subject going to be interesting enough? Is this, no, it's not. And then I'm like, and then another day goes by and I'm like, oh fuck, I did it again. I did it again. The same reason. It's so hard. It can be so hard and frustrating to do things that are scary that one has never done before, because we don't have any evidence. I don't have any evidence that it's going to be a success because I've never done it. And even the things that I've done before, the scariest things that I've done before and succeeded in, which I always fucking do, it's still not enough because I'm 40 years old 40 years young this October. And for at least 35 out of those years, I've been carrying around these societal principles and old stories and judgments and all just limiting beliefs that has been holding me back from so much blossoming and juiciness and just expansion in life. And it's still, even though I've done and still doing so much personal development work, deep work, which I love. I'm still in it, and I'm still doing it. And one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today is another little shame stuff that has been coming up for me. And I just want to be clear, I talk a lot about shame, and I want to distinguish what type of shame I'm talking about. I'm talking about the shame that most people don't want to admit or don't even know that they have. Because it's the shame that's under the shame that's under the fear, the anger, the sadness, the disappointment, the stage fright, I don't know what to do, I can't speak up for myself, I always end up in these relationships where I don't get what I want, people mistreat me, etc., etc. The type of shame that's under that. Not the shame like, oh, I'm ashamed of you, or you should be ashamed of yourself. No. This shame has nothing to do with anybody else but me. Shame has nothing to do with anybody else than me. If I say, I'm ashamed of you, oh, I'm not ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of myself. Because if I put myself in your shoes, I would feel shame. And there's a story behind that. If I say you should be ashamed of yourself, why? Like, who says that it's wrong? Oh, this person, society says, everybody says. Who the fuck is everybody? Who is everybody to decide what's happening here and in my body and in my life and in my presence and in my universe? So the shame I'm talking about and the thing that I want to talk about today, I don't want to go too long today, so I'm going to try to do it quick, but it's going to be about boys, guys, men. It is one of my favorite subjects to talk to my girlfriends. I love love. I've always loved love. I've always loved sexy time and deep connection, and I've always been in search of love. Always. That's a whole other story. But this story that I'm carrying a little bit of shame around is that I've been entertaining a man for the past couple of weeks, even months, And this is not the first time. So I've been entertaining, we've been having conversations, we've never met. I don't even know his fucking last name. Know what he does. I know his deepest, darkest secret. But I don't even know his last name. And we've never met. And that is because he hasn't taken the time. He's busy. And here's where the shame parts come in. I feel shame that I've yet to again put myself in a situation where I entertain energetically, sensually, spiritually a man that claims to be interested in me but doesn't show up. Doesn't meet my standards. Not even the minimum. Yet I still entertain it. It's like I'm lowering the bar, just because, well, at least he's calling me sometimes. At least when we talk, it's cringy just talking about this, and it's cringy knowing that anybody can know this, but I am here to be everything that I am. So I'm gonna share it anyway. I've done the work around what type of man I want. I know myself so well, so I know what type of man I need. Like when we talk about needs, not being needy, but what I need to flourish more in relation to. He possesses some of those things. He's a good man, hardworking man. That's another common trait. Hardworking man that adores me. You know who you are. And I do appreciate you. And I do feel a lot of love for you. And it's not enough. And I yet again has put myself in a situation where I don't get what I want and they get everything they want. So, okay. How does this feel, Malin? I feel like I want to cry. I feel like I'm not valuing myself. I feel like I'm fucking shitting all over myself. Because I know I'm worth so much more, and I want so much more, and I deserve and I desire so much more, and I don't even want to call it settling. I'm just accepting. I feel small, unworthy, like a failure. I feel like a fucking fraud. And then I made a decision earlier today, and I asked myself this: how would it feel to open up space for something or somebody completely new to come in? And I was like, that feels so good. Just remove something to open up space for something else to potentially come in, or just to have more space for me, for joy, for openness, to curiosity, to sensuality, to exploring. And I was like, yes, that feels so good. That would feel so good. So I made a quick decision, and I've made a lot of effort. And now I feel like I gotta explain myself like the good girl I am, or have been. So I sent him a text that seems like you are too busy to meet, to connect, and to even answer texts. I desire so much more, and I'm losing interest. I wish you well with all your endeavors. And I feel scared. I feel excited. I feel scared. It's like, but what if I'm missing out? The fucking FOMO, lack mindset. What if he would have just, what if he was just on the verge to change? And I know how this feels. No, how this sounds. It sounds like I am, you would probably call me a lot of words. I don't like to call myself words, but I know how it sounds. But putting words on these thoughts, it helps me to see how silly it sounds. But just thinking it just sounds so good. It's like, no, just accepting minimum. Why not? I like this, so if I don't like this, I still like this. So I feel proud of myself. I feel like I took a small step towards speaking my truth, towards standing in my truth, towards expanding and opening up to receive my king. My mentor always says blessings and blessings, and I would like to send that all to you. Blessings and blessing, beautiful people. Thank you for staying with me and for sharing this journey with me. I am committed, and you're not getting rid of me. I will speak into love more, what love is to me and what love means to me. And I will also speak more into shame and how I move through shame now, how I move through something affecting me, overwhelmed, anxiety, fear, panic, and I return back to bed, return back to comfort eating and hiding. And I'm going to speak to how I get out of that and what I think it means and where it comes from. Have a great night. I love you all.